Good morning from the Casey Center in Des Moines, and welcome to the 2026 Iowa High School Athletic Association State Basketball Tournament. We've had 1A, 3A, and 4A get started, and now it's time for our Class 2A quarterfinal as the top-seeded Knights of Kemper Catholic take on the 8th-seed Knights of Union Community. Once again, good morning. Alongside the state champion head coach Chris Larson, I'm Daniel Versteeg. Well, we've got a very similar matchup. We've got the Knights and the Knights. They played in the sub-state game last year. Both have had their top scorers miss the postseason with an injury, and they both like to go up and down the court. This could be a high-paced game. Live from the Casey Center in Des Moines, it's time to begin the Class 4A Girls State Basketball Tournament, and we open things up with a quarterfinal contest. The number 2 seed is here for the 6th year in a row. It's Dallas Center Grimes and the Mustangs facing off with the number 7 seed and 1-loss Go Hawks from Waverly Shell Rock High School. And we welcome you courtside here to the Casey Center in Des Moines. I'm Daniel Versteeg, joined by the incomparable Laura Leonard for our broadcast in Class 4A. And, well, it's not the most pretty thing to talk about, Laura, but defense could be a mainstay here. Waverly Shell Rock leads the state in fewest points allowed, just 30 points a game this season.
You know what? Defense wins championships, right? That's what everybody says.
Yeah. Finds Dillinger. What a pass. And back to Tuttle. Ball fake. Gets the space. Missed the three. Agard's there. Dillinger. Oh, yeah. Her 5th 3 of the game. It's all Comets. This has been North Polk's basketball game through and through. Just 2 points for DCG since the halftime break. Into the corner. Why not another for Dillinger? It's her world, and we're just living in it. That shot swatted away by Agard. Watch out for number 40. Let's do it again.
Oh, I think you got to get a timeout here as the fans go wild.
Her fingertips are smoking. The net's on fire. The resilient Marion Knights will raise the red banner in 2026. Marion University, your NAIA women's basketball national champion.
First big decision for Coach Thomas. He leaves Davey in there with those 4 fouls and going to let him play a little bit.
Well, he trusts the guy he's been coaching for a long time. AAU ball, they've coached him in high school now. Here's the drive. Oh, the lost basketball. Meester scoops it up. Jarofsky kicks it. And back out it goes. Davey for the tie. We're knotted up. Here comes Quinn Sievers, the freshman, to the cup with touch, and it goes with a foul. And Waverly Shell Rock will get the timeout, and here comes Hannah Byers, the senior guard. This is the loudest we've heard any crowd here today. As Hannah Byers checks in, she's a senior with Down syndrome for Waverly Shell Rock. Brittany Bodensteiner, her classmate, said in an interview recently, if you don't have her, you don't have Waverly Shell Rock girls basketball. She's scored 6 buckets this season.
And they might try to get her set up.
Looking for number 7, just off the mark there. They get it back to Byers, and she scores. We started with 64 teams in the NAIA Women's Basketball National Tournament, and now we're down to 4 as semifinal Monday gets underway at the Tyson Events Center in Sioux City with the Dakota State University Trojans and the Dordt University Defenders. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to downtown Sioux City. Alongside the coach Nelson Wilson, I'm Daniel Versteeg. And we've got a great matchup here for you. Dordt University, the 2-time defending national champs. The Dakota State University Trojans, 2nd time in the semifinal round. And Nelly, these 2 teams like to get up and down the court.
Yep, and we're definitely going to see a track meet here. And I think it's going to come down to who can score the last basket here tonight, because we know both teams can fill it up in a hurry. And they can also play great on the defensive end of the floor, too. So this should be a great matchup. The atmosphere is electric. Everybody's ready to go.
We can't wait for it. It's going to be a fun matchup. Dakota State University out of the Frontier Conference, Dordt out of the Great Plains Athletic Conference, but these 2 played each other back on November 11th. It was an 86-82 win for Dordt University just up the road at the Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Let's take a look at the starting lineups in these matchups. First for Dakota State University, They will run out the lineup of Bria Wasman, Brooke Gunderson, Caitlin Dyer, Tabor Teal, and Sierra Watkins. That is a star-studded lineup for the Trojans and head coach David Moe, who come in at 30-5, the regular season champions of the Frontier Conference, who have defeated Indiana Wesleyan and Georgetown here in Sioux City. Meanwhile, the Dordt defenders, they're the ones with the bullseye on their back. The two-time defending national champs under head coach Bill Harmson. They run out a lineup of Willow Bleeker, Macy Sievers, the returning NAIA Player of the Year, Olivia Harrison, Gracie Schoenhoven, one of the top 5 scorers in the nation, and a post player who's been big in the playoffs in Desta Hogendorn. This is a star-studded matchup. You've got Players of the Year, you've got great scorers, you've got great rebounders, you've got the NAIA's all-time leader in assists. Now it's just time to get this one started.
Yeah, well, and I tell you, it's going to come down to who can get the hot start and who can like maintain it, right? Because this is a game of runs, but it's going to be interesting to see how both of these two teams are able to cancel each other out defensively and offensively.
This one's tipped off, and Dordt University opens with the basketball. They're in the white uniforms today. Dakota State in the black as the defenders look to start from the outside. Olivia Harrison gives it off to Macy Sievers, who is just continuing her run of dominance with a teardrop that comes up short. Hogendorn the putback. She'll try again, and the first points to the defenders.
Well, and she's proven to be a force, like on the boards especially, so they'll have to do something to
It's 16 points, 10 rebounds against Mid-American Nazarene in the round of 16. The drive and the finish comes up short from Dyer. Sievers on the run out, finds Bleeker in the corner, and the 3-ball goes.
Boy, the Dordt kind of picking up where they left off on Saturday.
Yeah, they were really good for the outside in an 83-62 win over the St. Francis Cougars. Bit of a slow start, but once they got their shot going, it worked out better, and Dakota State turns the basketball over. Boy, this is kind of a nightmare start for the Trojans.
Well, I tell you, if there was any other team, I'd be concerned, but these ladies they're able to turn it around in a hurry. So
here comes Sievers, spinning her way in the lane and finishing with the left hand. It's a 7-0 start for the two-time defending national champs. The Trojans are looking to break it early as Sierra Watkins kicks it outside, and they're working the perimeter. This Dakota State team is one of the nation's best at shooting the three-point shot. Bria Wasman turned away. Long outlet. Schoenhoven to the cup.
Might see it. Hey, you got to let them play through it. I was like, man, you might see a timeout here.
Right. They're going to let them keep going, see if they can score their way out of this slow start. 9-0 defender lead. It's a pass to the corner. That won't go for Gunderson. This is all defenders early. Sievers showing off the handles. Hogendorn turned away. How about the post defense?
That's Tabor.
Yep.
Tabor Teal on that. And, we've seen her do that more than a couple of times here in the last week or so that we've been here. And so
returning second-team All-American. She was the Frontier Conference Player of the Year. And prior to that, last year in the last season of North Star Athletic Association competition, she was the Player of the Year in that league as well. Schoenhoven dishes to the corner. Sievers. This defender team looking to set up from the outside. Now there they go in. Gracie Schoenhoven can't connect. Good defense from Karstensen. And Dakota State trying to get that lid off of the basket here early. Teal stops and has to back it out. This is Hampton Hines inside. Missed the shot. Bleeker was all over her. Sievers. That transition pass deflected out.
Well, and that's got to be a huge concern for anybody who plays Dordt, and that is, boy, they rebound the basketball, they clear it, and they turn and burn.
They do that so well. They can get up and down the court quickly. As we talked about in the pregame, this is a team, both teams that like to run up the floor. Is Schoenhoven from the free throw line. Can't connect, and now Dordt has slowed down offensively. Dakota State brings it up the floor. And the Trojans, who are the champions of the Naismith quadrant, the number 3 seed. They kick it out to the corner. That misses from Mackenzie Simmons. Offensive rebound, second chance for DSU. Up top, Hines missed it short. Another great chase down from Karstensen, but she commits a foul, and it will be Dordt basketball.
Boy, and you can't be upset with that foul. Not at all. That's a great hustle foul.
She has been kind of the biggest surprise this season. That's what Coach David Moe said. Not really one that he expected to have a huge impact on this team, but she's come off the bench consistently and has given them great minutes, averaging 9 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal a game. Boy, for a bench player, you'll take that 10 times out of 10. Sievers runs the other way. She can't connect. This is Drent inside, finds Schoenhoven, and she's hacked on the way up. You get those post players working down low. Gracie Schoenhoven, Desta Hogendorn, who's off the floor now, and Taylor Drent, who pops up off the bench and gives some good relief for the defenders.
Well, and right now, here early on for the defenders, it just seems like they're not only putting pressure on the rim, but they're putting pressure on you as a defender. And like, you've got to be able to go up and defend that. But they're able to move their bodies and do things very well in the post for the post players.
Gracie Schoenhoven knocks down a pair. She's the 4th leading scorer in the country. At this point, averaging 22 points a game. Dakota State still yet to score. Trying to stop the drought. This one's tipped out. It will stay with Dakota State. Trojans who've won 30 games this season. They're 30-5. That's the most ever for any Dakota State women's basketball program. They've had some good runs. They were a semifinalist just 3 years ago. As Watkins flips it up, it rolls around the rim and missed, but she's fouled. And Sierra Watkins might finally be able to get that 0 off the board.
Well, they're going to say even though she was going away from that contact, the contact forced her to go further away from the basket than she needed to, and that's where you had the foul that came in.
Watkins, the junior, steps up and connects on the first. He was a 2-time All-Stater in high school, just up the road in Sioux Falls at Jefferson High School. If that wasn't good enough, she was a All-State cross-country runner and was part of a state championship 3,200-meter relay team on the track. So you know she can run just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And she's probably got stamina forever.
I don't think she ever knows what the word stop means. Dakota State nearly forces a takeaway. Another player that doesn't know what stop means is Macy Sievers. Well, it seems like she can just run up and down the floor as many times as she wants to. This one's poked out. Good hands from Dyer, but it stays with Dort. This defender team, 2-time defending national champs, they are trying to get to the championship game for the 4th time in the last 5 seasons, and also trying to become a 3-time national champ as Sievers works the baseline and scores.
That'd be crazy because, if they were fortunate enough to win it here again, it'd be 17 years out of the 25, the last 25 that we've had a GPAC team win the banner.
Schoenhoven the other way. Missed it, put back Trent. Lays it in, and Dakota State head coach David Moe needs a timeout. These defenders, they are on a roll. They're up by 13 midway through the first. See how Dakota State answers when we come back on the NAIA and Urban Edge Networks.